I just wanted to talk to you about a film called The Matrix, which some of you have probably seen. And in this movie, people are connected to computers, they're unaware of the reality around them, they're fed virtual reality computer images. And I think this describes well much of Britain today. They are blind to what's really happening, and they're fed lies by cultural Marxist propaganda machines such as the BBC, fake news. Now, as an example, we have just faced the 5th terror attack on this city this year. And how did the lefty rag, or some might say the alt-left rag, the Independent, react? Well, their response was to complain that people noticed that the suspect was a fake refugee. And I say fake, and I'm going to trigger them further by pointing out that according to UN definition, a refugee is someone coming to the first safe port of call. So you're only a genuine refugee if you come to Britain from a neighbouring country. So who are our neighbours? Somalia? No. Syria? No. Iraq? No. No one from any of those countries has a legal right to claim asylum here, and we must send those folks back. They will not make Britain their home. We must adopt an Australian-style border policy, what the Prime Minister promised but has yet to deliver. And the problem is our leaders keep remaining silent. They are soft, they are sheep, and they are cowards. What fear could there possibly be amongst terrorists if Theresa May in that House opposite fails to prosecute those who went to Syria, fought against our heroes, our British soldiers, and can come back and walk down our streets? What fear is there of people allowed to preach jihad in our streets, such as Andrew Chowdhury did, in clear violation of the harm principle, and were not immediately prosecuted? What fear is there the government leaves our war veterans to sleep homeless on our streets, rather than mobilising them to form a home guard to keep this city safe? Now, I won't be surprised that the media is going to twist all that I've just said and print all kinds of lies about this event. I noticed I'm now on the Hope Not Hate watch list, though it had a caveat that said I'm not a racist. However, I would point out to them I do actually believe in freedom of religion, if practiced peacefully. It doesn't bother me that you can register as a Jedi if you want to on the census, and you should be able to register as a Kekistani. I also do recognise there are some peaceful groups of Muslims, such as Ahmadiyya Muslims. However, I could certainly not call Muhammad a shining beacon of morality if we consider the age of one of his wives. And I also have to ask, why is it socially unacceptable to say that certain Islamist sects such as Wahhabis, Deobandis and Salafists do not just hate the West, but they want to kill us all? This is a solid fact. But then the left don't like facts, do they? And if you will raise these valid concerns, you will be shouted down as a racist, as a sexist, homophobe, xenophobe, Islamist, sorry, not Islamist, Islamophobe. Oops. But from one end of this land to the other, thousands of children have been raped by gangs of paedophiles. And I have to ask, what kind of country have we become when the Rotherham Police Force had to come out and apologise for not stopping child abuse? We are cowering in fear of words, mere words. Well, in one town, in one case, there's a little girl called Charlene Downs. It wasn't enough for them to rape and murder her. They chopped her into pieces and sold her as a kebab to eat. No one has been prosecuted for this. When I first read that, my skin curled. I felt like vomiting. Then there was the anger that rushed through my blood. How can we as a nation stand silent while thousands of our children And we mustn't blame the ranks of all police officers who I see standing here, if they are just doing their job, their hands are tied. There is an organisation known as the
So I'll call you what I want to call you.
Go away! This is racist hate. Go away! Muslim is not a race. I'm a Jew and my family were killed in the Holocaust. How dare you say I'm a racist?
Or a Nazi, we're all Nazis.
I've heard many people say that we don't have enough laws. We actually have too many. And so many people implemented in FGM. And female genital mutilation is a disgusting crime, but it's already illegal in Britain. The problem is our laws are not enforced. We have one of the finest legal systems in the world. Sorry, just a second. Yes, so apologies there. Our nation is crippled by a disease called political correctness, and I support that people are treated with dignity. But in the name of feminism, our nation has become a nation of men emasculated, cuckolded, denigrated, and silent while children are raped. Well, there are many people who are fast asleep to this reality. They've been heavily brainwashed by the universities and the BBC who spew cultural Marxist crap. But Alexander the Great did say that if he was to meet an army of sheep led by lions, he would be afraid. And you standing here are the British Lions. That's the name of our rugby team. Our football team is the Three Lions. And your roar must be heard. As I'm looking out at this crowd of people, and surely the fake news is going to say only one person turned up, but you are those in the Matrix who took the red pill. You are wide awake to reality, and you remind me of the Charters who 179 years ago from tomorrow walked down that road up to Parliament and hammered to the door aside, saying that we the people should have the vote, that we will not be silent, and that our voice matters. Because for what did we campaign for Brexit if it will not be to uphold our law as supreme in this land? For 1,000 years Britain has not been conquered, and now we are bending to a medieval legal system. There is no Luftwaffe overhead, there are no Nazis, and yes, we hate Nazis. There are no bombs falling, so why do we cower? In past times when Vikings and Romans attacked these shores, we mustered up and we showed courage and we fought back. In past centuries, brave men rode out to the Holy Land to defend it with shouts of Deus Vult. And thousands died on the shores of France at D-Day. And all for what? So that we will throw away Western civilization? Do not let the British blood symbolised by those memorials in front of me, by the cenotaph there, be shed in vain. My brothers and sisters, this is the critical hour. We have a city divided by language, by culture, by religion. There are many people who cannot even speak our language. They hate our flag, which I'm wearing on purpose, and they would burn it.
Hardly wear a thing like that by accident.
If we do not now unite as one and build a populist call, a populist movement for freedom, I don't believe England will exist by the time I'm old. So either we come together now, black and white, male and female, gay and straight, and restore this nation to something of pride, the birthplace of democracy, of freedom, of the finest engineering the world ever knew. It's here that they invented the internet, the computer, the railways. We made this civilization. And if we do not stand now, our home will be no more. So in conclusion, I would say, These obstacles we face will not be easy. But don't forget the words of Churchill, whose statue is just out there. I can't do his accent, but he said, never, never, never give in. We must never lose that British spirit that was written of by Rudyard Kipling when he said, the Saxon is not like us Normans. His manners are not so polite. But he never means anything serious till he talks about justice and right. When he stands like an ox in the furrow, with his sullen eyes set on your own, and grumbles, this isn't fair dealing. My son, leave the Saxon alone! This is the last chance. And now in the future, when people look back on these days, what will they say of you and me? Will they say that British law still reigns supreme in this land? Will English still be spoken by the majority? Will our culture still be found? Will our economic system still be here? Will our flag wave high? Will they say we showed the courage of lions with a heart of oak, with the strength of British bulldogs as we breathe the fire of the Welsh dragon? Or will they say we were cowards?